everybody. Welcome back to AMH2. We are tracking Hurricane Sally, giving you live updates. Of course, this is Orange Beach, Alabama. We have had a huge problem in this area with a lot of damage. As you can see, we've got boats thrown up off where they should be, right off of the water. Thanks to Charles Speed for getting us some of that video. It has been relentless as Sally, the slow mover that she is, is moving slowly towards the north at about 2 to 3 miles per hour. And it is unleashing a lot of rain. The wind, we've had gusts above 100 miles per hour, and of course that is inching its way closer towards the north. And now where I am, Pensacola Beach, we're on that eastern eyewall, and it's been nonstop for several hours, since last night technically. But now that we've got Sally that has made landfall, we are seeing the wind continue since we're in the eyewall, but this whole thing is pushing to the north. The flooding situation, it's all over the place here in Pensacola. All right, take a look behind me. We did not have water in this parking lot when we first started here, okay? This water has been coming from the main roads and trying to escape out to the ocean. The problem is, it can't go to the ocean. The storm surge continues to climb as high tide's not until the 11 o'clock hour. And so Pensacola, now that we're getting first light, we've got a lot of cleanup to do, but we got to wait to do that. And everybody needs to stay in their place and stay safe. In fact, we've got Mayor Grover Robinson on the phone with us, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning on the Weather Channel. I got to ask you, I've been up since 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, and really have seen conditions deteriorate. What are you most worried about now that we're at first light here, Grover?
Well, we're certainly looking at it. We're familiar. 16 years ago to the day, we had Hurricane Ivan. So we certainly are familiar with hurricanes. I think where this one is going to be different for us is the amount of rainfall and the storm surge. Certainly because of the way that the hurricane has been with the slow mover. That's the part I think we're most concerned about having the opportunity to take a look at.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I know we've had some problems with the bridges being shut down. We had that barge that crashed into the 3 Mile Bridge. Any idea, when that might open back up? Most of the bridges will open back up when we get the winds down below tropical storm force wind. But obviously, even then, we won't be able to open up the 3 Mile Bridge. That will have to be inspected by DOT to make sure there's no stability issues with it. So there are a lot of things we're looking at, but we're going to have plenty to deal with on our own at this particular time. We're just waiting to see what comes out of this. Wind-wise, it didn't feel like, it was significant compared to Ivan, but there's no doubt the rain and what we've seen and heard from flooding, what we've seen on storm surge, those are, I think, the biggest concerns we've got, and still trying to figure out where we are. We have a number of road closures for flooding. We have a number from being blocked, so again, with trees and so forth. So we're waiting for this to go by, and then we'll get out and do our assessments and figure out what we've got and what's going to happen. Yeah, you talked about the rain. Pensacola Naval Air Station reporting more than 24 inches of rainfall, and this storm system is still slowly creeping northward. I do need to ask, since those bridges are closed, Pensacola Beach, have we heard any updates from Pensacola Beach?
I have not, although I've not been at the DOC. I've talked to our people there. I did talk earlier today with another TV station, and they had somebody out on the beach. But again, just challenges are certainly there. But we're wanting to see what's happening in downtown and get out and address those things.
We have been seeing some first responder personnel out on the roads this evening, some police officers trying to make sure people were in the safe zone, which is a good thing. We're in the downtown area as well, and we're seeing a lot of flooding. What would you urge residents to do if they're in the downtown area, and anybody outside the downtown area? What's your message to them?
Stay at home and stay inside. Obviously, there's a lot of down power lines. There are a number of hazards that are out there. At this point, we're still receiving hurricane force winds. So do not get out right now. It's starting to get first light. You're seeing more people come out and check the sudden damage. Outside of getting on your porch, don't go out in it. It's this particular time. Just wait until we get through. It's gonna leave, and we're gonna have a chance to get out and see what's going on.
Mr. Mayor Grover Robinson, I thank you so much for taking time to speak with us this morning. Of course, stay safe, and thank you for all you do, and to your entire crew and staff there. I do want to get it back in the studio now to Kelly Cass. You guys, we've been showing you live images all across the Gulf Coast, and I'm going to send it back in the studio, Kelly.
Yeah, Alabama are really getting hit hard now in terms of the winds, and power outages are now 265,000 customers without power. Of course, the majority of those right here in the southern part of the state. The mobile radar just got knocked out by the waves, not operating. That happened about a half an hour ago, but you see these terrible rain bands and the eyewall itself that's moving across the area, and you can see the kind of wind that it's producing, gusting to 71, but actually we can up that now to well over 80 miles per hour. Of course, the radar stopped updating. Mobile downtown reports of debris, architectural debris, landscaping debris just lining the streets out there. And you can see some of these other reports, like in Pinto Island, the eastbound I-10 lanes at Bayway closed due to an overturned semi-truck on the bridge. I'm surprised any trucks were even out there at all, because those winds are really, really bad, and they're going to continue to be bad for quite some time. Remember, this system is crawling only about 3 miles an hour, and then you've got the rainfall aspect. We're approaching 1 to 2 feet in many areas of southern Alabama and stretching into the Panhandle of Florida. Live look at Gulf Shores. This is where it made landfall officially.